Hello, hello, hello to my Taurus family. How are you this beautiful Monday? I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Listen, today we're going to do our Taurus energy. This is a new thing I put out because I went to a workshop today and they were showing the importance of making sure we do our manifestations. And I want to make sure that I share this with my Taurus family, my Taurus subscribers. I believe it's so important for us to learn something new every day. And we all know that manifestation is important. It makes our dreams and desires come into reality as long as we can envision it. So today, I want to see what card comes out for our Taurus so we could see where we are and what we need to focus on so we can manifest what it is that we are seeking. So please bear with me. It's just a tip for the day. It's Manifestation Mondays. Spirits, talk to us. Let Taurus know what's going on. We're preparing for our week. Help us to unveil and uncover any messages that we need to focus on. Um, any guidance for Taurus, please allow it to manifest. What is our message today for Taurus? Okay. Into me, I see. Woo! You know that's deep in itself, right? Taurus. Into me, I see. A lot of times we restrict our own growth, and there are things that we want to do, but we don't know how to do it. When you look into yourself and you ask questions and you seek out those answers, one of the biggest things is what's inside of me. Taurus, what's inside of you that you need to reveal? What's part of you that you see that nobody else sees? What is it that you want? What is it that your heart desires? I suggest, and I tell this to everybody, you find a minimum of 30 minutes a day, especially on Mondays. It could be every day, but I would say on Mondays, it's Manifestation Monday, right? You find a place and a space where you could be with yourself, okay? In this space, you ask yourself questions. Even if you have your journal and you write down the questions and the answers, this is your personal time. What is it that you want? What is it that you seek? And then how will you get there? And if you don't know the answer to that, you find some information, Google it, do whatever you have to research and figure out how to achieve the goals that you envision yourself being with, that achieving. If you want something, and let's say you're studying for a test, right? You know that this has an opportunity to be on the test, this is a possibility to be on the test, and so on and so on. From your quizzes, you have information that certain things will be on the test. This is how it is with you manifesting what you want. You envision what you want and where you see yourself going and how you're getting there. You're looking for the steps that will lead you in the direction to achieving that goal. So when you're in your quiet time, even if you take like 30 minutes and you cut off the world, you look inside yourself and you ask yourself questions, not to impress anybody, just for self-fulfilling information. Where do I want to be? I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to talk to myself and get the answers that I need. What do I really want to be doing? Not what people told me I should be doing or suggested I should be doing, but where do I want to be? And envision yourself, no matter how silly it may seem at the time, you know this is what you want. Whether anybody agrees with you or not, that's not your problem. That's not your information to seek. You are seeking out what it is you want for yourself. If you want to be a teacher, you want to be a writer, you want to be a dancer, whatever it is, a publisher, whatever you want to be right now, answer that question for yourself because it's inside of you. It's for nobody else to hear but you, because this is your quiet solace place. Write it in your journal as well. Where do you want to be? Honestly, where do you see yourself? If you don't have to answer to anybody else and you're just answering to yourself, what do you want for yourself? Now you know that answer. Write it down. Now the steps are, what do you need to do to make this happen? And this is the time where you close your eyes, your self-fulfilling prophecy, and you answer those questions truthfully to the best of your ability, not impressing anybody but self. Where do you want to be? And the question is, into me, I see. Into me, I see. I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about that, because I want to know. For you, I want you to be able to answer those questions. Into me, I see. What do you see? This is for you to answer. Because if you don't know, how could you achieve it if you don't know what it is you want? Honestly, nobody else is listening. Nobody else is in this space but you. Into me, I see. And that's where you need to be. You need to be into yourself, seeking out the answers that you need for yourself so that you can manifest and make sure. It's like being intimate with yourself. You're dropping all shields, all barriers, and you're looking into yourself right now. Taurus, you're looking into yourself right now to answer that question. Because I think that's a limitation and a restrictive move that a lot of us have inside of us, is that we always trying to either impress somebody else, fulfill what the need is for someone else, but what is it that we need for ourselves? Into me, I see. So it's saying, into me, I see all my possibilities. I see the things that I want to do for myself. But because of this circumstance or that circumstance, I can't do it. That's not what we're doing right now. What we're doing, let me tell you something. Today I was in the workshop, and the mentor, the instructor, the teacher, the one who's guiding us, she said 14 years ago, she was in Hawaii on vacation with her then spouse. And he is very rigid and, always the budget man. And they stayed at a hotel near the beach. And she said, it was nice and she was glad to be there. She was thankful. She was there with her family. But, it was more on the Econo Lodge level, right? Not a bad thing, comfortable, and that was important, and they were where they wanted to be. But as they were driving to the beach, they passed this luxurious hotel. Had columns and, palm trees, just gorgeous. And she said one day she's going to stay there. She said she didn't even realize that she had manifested on that, because she imagined herself being there at that hotel. Well, come now, 14 years later, she's remarried, and this husband is completely different from the first husband. This husband can see the possibilities. He sees beyond the budget and the limit. He's still budget, he's still good with money, but they're in a different position now. And he surprised her. He didn't tell her where they were going to be staying. He surprised her. And she said she couldn't believe it. She said she had never told him about this hotel. And she said for a couple of days she had to grasp for air, because she couldn't believe that 14 years ago, she dreamed about being there. She said eventually she told her husband, her new husband, that she manifested this hotel because she had passed by it 14 years ago. And he was in awe because he couldn't believe that. She was in awe because she couldn't believe it. But she had already manifested herself being at that hotel. Now, not all of us would want to wait 14 years, but she did. And she never told him about it, and that's where she ended up. And that's what I'm saying to you, Taurus, about life. It's saying here for you, into me I see. Where do you see yourself in the next year, the next 5 years, the next 14 years? Where do you see yourself? Envision it. Write it in your journal. Manifest it. Because we don't know the day or the time stamp that will be marked on it, but we do know that if you can see yourself there, you can achieve it and be there. And that is our tip for today. Take the time to envision where you want to be in your life. Where do you see yourself? What's inside of you? What are you desiring? What do you want? And go after it. Allow it to manifest inside of you so that you could achieve it. Whatever your heart desires, because this is between you, your source, and your actions. Make it real, manifest it, see yourself there. And you might just get a surprise as well, that you're going to be somewhere that you didn't tell anybody that you wanted to be. It just happened because you manifested it. Peace and love, Taurus. Go after your goals, desires, and your dreams so they could manifest and be what you want them to be. See yourself there. Peace and love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, Monday Manifestation.